Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. This video is about the summary description of the story The Bond of Love, written by Kenneth Anderson. Students, this story reflects, highlights love, affection and friendship between animal and human being. As the author says, I will start my story with Bruno. Bruno, my wife's pet sloth bear. Actually, I found him by an accident. 2 years before, I and my friends went to Mysore on a trip, and here we were passing through sugarcane field. Then we found farmers were driving out wild pigs from their fields. Some were shot and some escaped. I thought everything was over. Then suddenly a big black sloth bear came in front of us. No. I will not kill a sloth bear without reason. But unfortunately for the beast, one of my friends did not think as me, and he shot the big black bear. The bear fell down on ground. He was dead. When we came near to see the prostrate body, then we surprised. Black fur on its back moved. Then it left the prostrate body. Then we found it was a little baby bear who was riding on its mother bear. Baby bear was rounding the prostrate body and making pitiful noise, painful noise. Then he scooted into sugarcane field. We followed, I and my friends, and at last I was able to catch it. I put it in gunny bag and return bag with little baby bear to Bangalore. I duly presented baby bear to my wife. Actually, my wife loved animal. After seeing a baby bear, she delighted. Then she put a colorful ribbon on his neck. After finding baby bear was a boy, then he gave it Christian name, Bruno. Bruno was very mischievous, naughty, sweet and playful. Very soon he was able to eat everything like porridge, fruit, chocolate, ice cream, meat and what not to. He was growing, and he had grown many size when he came. One day an accident befell with him. Actually, I kept a poison, barium carbonate, in my library for killing rats and mice. Bruno was free to roam here and there, so he entered into library and ate some poison. It affected on its body and he paralyzed. But he dragged himself towards my wife. When my wife saw, he cried out, I guessed what happened. I rushed towards Bruno, then towards a car, and I kept Bruno, then rushed towards veterinary doctor. A tame bear, a case of poisoning. What to do? Then veterinary doctor took his medical book and asked, "What did you tell about the poison, sir?" Fever, barium, or symptom paralyzed. Okay, medicine, injection. 10 cc antidotes injected into his body. Bruno squeals. After half an hour, condition unchanged. Then another 10 cc injected. After 10 minutes, Bruno got up and he was grazing. He looked at us as he was saying, "What will do barium carbonate to a big black bear like me?" Another time, another accident befell with him. Actually, I drained old engine oil from my Studebaker car and kept it for killing termites. Bruno came and engulfed 1 gallon old engine oil, but thank God it didn't affect on its body. Bruno had grown many size and he took full size, but he was mischievous, sweet, playful, and naughty. Here, my wife changed his name Bruno to Baba. Baba had grown and took its full size, and now he was too big to keep at home. So, I, my friends, sons, and other neighbors requested to my wife to give it to Mysore Zoo. But she loved Baba and Baba loved her very much. She did not agree. How any, she agreed. Then a letter was written to curator of Mysore Zoo, and he accepted the letter, and Baba was packed off to Mysore Zoo. But here at my house, my wife was fretting, and there in Mysore Zoo, Baba was also fretting. My wife wrote many letters to know about that. How was Baba there? Curator answered, "Well, but he is fretting, and he left the food." For 3 months, how any I managed to stay my wife at home. But one day, she decided to go Mysore Zoo to meet Baba, and we had to go. My friends and other neighbors considered Baba would not recognize her. But when we reached there, Baba saw my wife and he recognized. He stood on his legs and he was jumping. He delighted. He was jumping in the cage. When my wife saw, then she rushed towards Baba and patted through the bars. Then Baba calmed down. My wife gave many things. She brought with her fruit, chocolate, milk, meat, and what not to. Then closing time came. and we had to leave. But here, my wife requested to curator, "May I take Baba back?" The curator said, "No, ma'am, it is not my personal property. It is government property and I cannot give it." But he suggested, "If my boss, superintendent of Bangalore, wants, then you may take it back." We followed his suggestion and went to Bangalore and went to Superintendent Bungalow. Here, a tearful pleading. Superintendent was very kind-hearted man. He accepted the request and he wrote a letter to curator to return back Baba and also provide a cage. We took the letter and went to Mysore. Then we handed this letter and Baba returned back. I, my wife, with Baba returned back to Bangalore. Here at my home, at my house, a group of coolies engaged in a special work. Actually, an island was being made in my courtyard. That island was surrounded 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep pit moat. Actually, the most interesting thing is meeting of my wife to Baba. Actually, I tied a rope over hanging branch of a mango tree near island. My wife and I made a loop, its ending point. My wife put one leg in loop, then she kicked off from second leg and she crossed 6 feet wide pit and reached Baba. After meeting to Baba, she returned back as such a way. Then, who can say an animal has no affection, love and friendship? Who can say it? Okay, students, thank you very much.